Which of the following must you obey over the other three? A. A steady red light. B. A police officer. C. A stop sign. D. A flashing red light. B. A police officer. Directions given by traffic officers take precedence over signs, signals, and pavement markings. People authorized to direct traffic include police officers, fire police, highway work area flag persons, and school crossing persons. Signs that are colored orange are: A. Work zone signs. B. Regulatory signs. C. School zone signs. D. Guide signs. A. Work zone signs. Highway work zones are established according to the type of work underway along the roadway. Signs in work areas are typically diamond-shaped, orange, have black letters or symbols, and serve as a warning that people are working on or near the highway. If you are being passed by a large truck, you should: A. Speed up. B. Slightly reduce your speed. C. Crowd the truck. D. Make it more difficult for the truck to pass you. B. Slightly reduce your speed. When a truck passes you, help the truck driver by keeping to the far side of your lane. You'll make it easier for the truck driver to pass safely if you slightly reduce your speed. Don't speed up while a truck is passing your vehicle. How is it recommended that drivers operating vehicles use their cell phones? A. By making calls and sending texts in areas of low traffic. B. By using the cell phones while driving only if they are very good at it. C. By pulling off the road before using their cell phones. D. By using their cell phones in clear weather. C. By pulling off the road before using their cell phones. You may use a cell phone to contact law enforcement or in an emergency. If you must make a call, pull safely off the road and make the call. Try to keep the conversation short or have a passenger make the call for you, if possible.
Want to ace your DMV test? Go to cheatsheets.com and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
Fill in the blank. Greatly increase stopping distances and severity of crashes. A. High speeds. B. Slow speeds. C. Night drives. D. Uphill inclines. A. High speeds. High speeds greatly increase stopping distances and severity of crashes. The faster you drive, the greater the impact or striking power of your vehicle, should you be involved in a collision. When traveling on a multi-lane roadway with traffic moving in opposite directions, how should drivers use the shared center lane? A. To pass another vehicle. B. To slow down or stop before turning left. C. As a through traffic lane when traffic is moving too slowly. D. As a parking lane. B. To slow down or stop before turning left. The only time a vehicle should enter the center lane is at a point where the vehicle will have time to slow down or stop in order to make a safe left turn maneuver. The center lane should never be used as a passing lane or as a through traffic lane. Certain highway signs contain information about hazardous conditions. Such signs are known as: A. Regulatory signs. B. Warning signs. C. Information signs. D. Guide signs. B. Warning signs. Warning signs advise drivers of potentially hazardous conditions. For your own safety, obey warning signs. Disregarding the information provided by a warning sign may result in an accident due to your negligence. When you park uphill on a street with a curb, A. Keep the front wheel straight and set the parking brake. B. Turn the front wheels away from the curb. C. Turn the front wheels toward the curb. D. Turn the back wheels into the curb. B. Turn the front wheels away from the curb. When parking on an incline where there is a curb, you should turn your wheels sharply to the left, away from the curb. This way, if your brakes fail, your vehicle will not roll into traffic. You may not pass other vehicles within. Fill in the blank. Of a bridge, viaduct, or tunnel. A. 200 feet. B. 100 feet. C. 500 feet. D. 350 feet. B. 100 feet. Drivers may not pass within 100 feet of a bridge, viaduct, or tunnel. Drivers should only pass where they may legally and safely do so. On long trips, you can prevent drowsiness by A. Turning on your car radio. B. Slowing down. C. Stopping at regular intervals for a rest. D. Moving your eyes from side to side as you drive. C. Stopping at regular intervals for a rest. To prevent drowsiness on long trips, you should schedule regular stops. Give yourself time to rest and stretch, even if you are not feeling tired. If you experience a tire blowout, A. Take your foot off the gas. B. Do not immediately use your brakes. C. Gradually slow down and pull off the side of the road. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. If you experience a tire blowout, take your foot off the gas pedal and do not immediately apply the brakes. Gradually slow down before gently applying the brakes and pulling off the side of the road. Drivers should allow a following distance of at least. Fill in the blank. Seconds when driving behind a motorcycle. A. 4 to 6. B. 2. C. 10. D. 8. A. 4 to 6. The slightest contact between a car and a motorcycle can mean a spill or injury for the rider. Allow a following distance of at least 4 to 6 seconds when following a motorcycle so the motorcyclist has enough time to maneuver or stop in an emergency. When sharing the road with a truck, it is important to remember that trucks generally A. Require longer distances to stop than smaller vehicles do. B. Require less time to pass on a downgrade than smaller vehicles do. C. Require a smaller turning radius than smaller vehicles do. D. Require less time to pass on an incline than smaller vehicles do. A. Require longer distances to stop than smaller vehicles do. Because of their size, trucks need longer distances to stop than smaller vehicles do. What color are pavement markings that separate traffic lanes moving in opposite direction? A. Yellow. B. White. C. Yellow and white. D. Yellow, white, and black. A. Yellow. Yellow lines are used in the center of the road to separate lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions. What is the only way to reduce your blood alcohol concentration (BAC)? A. Drink coffee. B. Exercise. C. Allow your body time to get rid of the alcohol. D. Take a cold shower. To properly use a roundabout, drivers should A. Stop within the roundabout. B. Yield to entering traffic. C. Drive in a clockwise direction. D. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. D. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. A roundabout is a circular intersection that flows in a counterclockwise direction around a central island and usually does not include a traffic signal. Motorists must enter from the right, yielding to traffic already in the roundabout, and follow the circle to the right until the desired roadway is reached. When dealing with pedestrians, a driver must a. Make sure the pedestrian is aware of their vehicle. B. Always yield the right-of-way, even if the pedestrian is in the wrong. C. Yield the right-of-way only when the pedestrian is legally entitled to it. D. Slow down and sound their horn near a crosswalk. B. Always yield the right-of-way, even if the pedestrian is in the wrong. You must do everything you can to prevent striking a pedestrian or another vehicle, regardless of the circumstances. It is the driver's basic responsibility to be alert to pedestrians and to yield the right of way to all pedestrians, even if the pedestrian is crossing the street where they should not be. If traffic signals at an intersection are not functioning due to a power outage, a. Park your vehicle as far off the road as possible and wait for power to be restored. B. Use hand signals to indicate your intentions to other drivers. C. Turn on your hazard lights and proceed through the intersection without stopping. D. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. D. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. If a traffic light at an intersection is not functioning due to a power outage, yield to other drivers in the same manner as you would when approaching a four-way stop. When it is your turn, proceed through the intersection with caution. Which devices are prohibited from motor vehicles? A. Red flashing lights. B. Radar interference devices. C. Muffler cutouts. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Texas drivers are not allowed to have muffler cutouts on their vehicles. It is prohibited for a vehicle to be equipped with a radar interference device designed, manufactured, used, or intended to be used to interfere with, scramble, disrupt, or cause to malfunction a radar or laser device used to measure a vehicle's speed. Red lights and sirens are prohibited except when used by an emergency vehicle. Vehicles are required to be covered by liability insurance? A. Only when used on an interstate. B. Only when operated by a minor. C. At all times. D. Never. C. At all times. The Texas Motor Vehicle Safety Responsibility Act was enacted to ensure all drivers are financially responsible for the death, injury, or property damage they may cause while operating a motor vehicle. All owners and/or operators of motor vehicles in Texas must have at least the minimum amount of liability insurance. A broken yellow line alongside a solid yellow line means A. Passing on the left as permitted from either direction. B. Passing as permitted from the lane next to the broken line. C. Passing as permitted from the lane next to the solid line. D. Passing is not allowed from either direction. B. Passing is permitted from the lane next to the broken line. A broken yellow line alongside a solid yellow line means that passing is allowed from the lane on the side next to the broken line. This sign means A. All traffic must turn left. B. No left turn. C. No U-turn. D. Truck route to the left. B. No left turn. This sign indicates that left turns are prohibited. When turning left, drivers must yield the right of way to A. Other drivers who are already in the intersection. B. Oncoming traffic. C. Pedestrians who are already in the intersection. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. When turning left, drivers must yield the right-of-way to oncoming traffic. Drivers must also always yield the right-of-way to pedestrians, bicyclists, and other drivers who are already in the intersection. Which statement about speed is true? A. Driving too slowly on certain highways can be dangerous. B. Speeding can kill. C. Speeding is not dangerous if you are a skilled driver. D. Both, driving too slowly on certain highways can be dangerous, and speeding can kill. D. Both, driving too slowly on certain highways can be dangerous, and speeding can kill. As speed increases, the chance of a fatality increases. If you are moving faster than 80 miles per hour, you have almost no chance of living through a crash. Driving more slowly than other traffic can also be dangerous because other motorists may become impatient and make dangerous moves to pass you. When driving in rain, you must A. Use low beam headlights. B. Use high beam headlights. C. Use parking lights. D. Use no lights. A. Use low beam headlights. In rainy conditions, you should use your low beam headlights. This sign indicates that A. There is a steep hill ahead. B. No trucks are allowed on an upcoming hill. C. A logging road is ahead. D. There are trucks on an upcoming hill. A. There is a steep hill ahead. This sign warns that there is a steep hill or downgrade ahead. You are driving in the left lane and want to move into the right lane. You should A. Check your mirrors, signal, and look over your left shoulder for other vehicles before changing lanes. B. Check your mirrors, signal, and look over your right shoulder for other vehicles before changing lanes. C. Check your mirrors, signal, and look over both shoulders for other vehicles before changing lanes. D. Check your mirrors, signal, and change lanes. B. Check your mirrors, signal, and look over your right shoulder for other vehicles before changing lanes. When changing lanes, you should check your vehicle's blind spots by looking over your shoulder in the direction that you want to move. Always check your mirrors and turn on your directional signal before beginning a lane change. Car drivers should know that large trucks A. Have large blind spots. B. Can stop more quickly than passenger vehicles. C. Do not need more room to maneuver than passenger vehicles. D. All of the above. A. Have large blind spots. A large truck has large blind spots to the front, sides, and rear of the vehicle. Avoid lingering in these areas. Because of their larger size and weight, trucks require more room to maneuver and stop than passenger vehicles. Double solid yellow lines painted down the middle of the road mean A. Railroad crossing ahead. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Passing is not permitted from either direction. D. Passing is permitted from either direction. C. Passing is not permitted from either direction. Double solid yellow lines in the center of the road mean that passing is not allowed from either direction. You may not cross the lines unless you are making a left turn or passing pedestrians, bicyclists, and riders of scooters or skateboards when the opposite lane is clear and you can pass safely. Consuming which of the following substances may impair your ability to drive safely and may result in an arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicants DUII. A. Beer, wine, and other liquor. B. Controlled substances, such as illegal drugs or prescription medicines. C. Inhalants, such as glue or paint. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. A wide variety of intoxicants can impair your ability to drive. These include all types of alcoholic beverages, illegal drugs, inhalants, and many legal medications, both prescription and over-the-counter.